Hi guys, it's me, Brooklyn. I want to say first, I'm glad. I'm glad the week is almost done. I finally quit working with Mattel, or I got fired. Yeah, so did I. And you wondering why me and Malibu always have beef? I'm gonna tell you the story, and it's gonna be a hard one. And I'm also gonna talk a little bit about my pregnancy with Kaisha. Okay, so we started doing Barbie Besties when we were 10. You already know the story of that. But when the first of the show started to happen, I met a guy named Trevor. Me and Trevor, he was kind of like a fling before I met Carson. Before me and Carson fell in love with each other. Yeah, I knew about it. I think it was just like a hookup. Yeah, it was a hookup, and when the third episode of Barbie Besties came out, I found out I was pregnant with Kaisha. And the pregnancy was kind of hard for me because I had to hide it. So this is kind of like what I wore when I was going to the shoot for Barbie Bestie. And Zia and Carson were the ones that were really, let me fix this, that were really sweet to me. And they helped me a lot through my pregnancy. Malibu, though. Malibu didn't even know until she noticed something was off because I was wearing baggy clothes. So she finally asked, "Why are you wearing baggy clothes?" And I was like, "I'm pregnant. Leave me alone." I honestly thought Malibu was gonna tell Mattel that I was pregnant, and I was very scared. So Mattel never even knew. I continued to film until the day I had Kaisha. Yeah. So like we were in the middle of a break, and my water breaks. So me and Zia, we run to the hospital, and I gave birth to Kaisha. She was such a beautiful girl. And later Teresa and Malibu come in. They take one look at Kaisha and say, "Oh, that's an ugly baby." Like, who gives them the right to call my baby ugly? And the comments didn't stop there. Malibu ran her big mouth to Mattel the day that Kaisha was born and said, "Oh, Brooklyn's in the hospital. She had an ugly baby." Mattel had me come in the next day when I got out. And they told me, like, we can't continue to film if you had the baby with you. So I did what I had to do. I would feed Kaisha, either hand her off to Zia or Carson or Renee, do my filming, and then take care of Kaisha. And meanwhile, Malibu was not letting off of me because she said I let myself go. Like, I did gain a couple pounds, like, after giving birth, so it was kind of hard hearing that. And Kaisha kept growing. She grew. She started to have the dark brown hair like I had when I was a kid. And she was beautiful. Yeah, I would always watch her, and she'd look at me, and she'd smile. And it kind of hurts my heart. I should have tried to leave when I noticed that Malibu kept saying things to my kid. And I'm gonna tell you the incident at Kaisha's first birthday. So we decided to do the birthday at the park. Malibu, Teresa come, Renee come, Zia came, and Carson was there. Carson was helping me with Kaisha. And Malibu threw her cake on the ground and basically shows off her Grammy saying, "Oh, I got this from Doll Awards." She didn't even care that Kaisha's cake was ruined. Carson had to run to go get another cake for her. But besides that, she kept continuing to bully my daughter. She would say nasty comments like, "Oh, your big head would never get you any boys. You're ugly. Your eyes are too big." And about the time she turned 4, this was about when Barbie Bestie's show was going to end, I started to notice she did not want to come around the studio as much. I didn't think nothing of it at the time because I was so busy with the show. I didn't realize that the comments that they were making were affecting my daughter until we were on the road and we were doing meet and greets. I finally seen how I've seen it, how it was making her feel. Like, Kaisha wanted to go hang out with Malibu and Teresa. They would say, "No, get away from us, you're ugly." And I don't mean to cry about that because it's hard to see your kid get turned away by your own friends that you've been friends with since you were like, I don't know, maybe like 5. Yeah, it was just hard. And I tried to let her play with my sister, Celeste. She was about 6, and they would play a lot, but the comments that she made about my sister too was hard. Yeah, it was hard about all the comments she kept making about my kid. I finally had my last straw. Was when Kaisha was about to start school. She picked a pretty dress. She showed it to Malibu. And she said, "I have pretty dress, like you." And she said, "No, that's ugly. No ugly girl should wear that. But it fits you good." Like, you just took away her confidence. She didn't wear it. I couldn't bear seeing her like this anymore. So, they sent us to boarding school. I made sure Kaisha stayed with me because it kept hurting me. All the comments they would say about her. And I'm here for emotional support. Because it was hard on her. It was hard. Yeah, because they kept making comments about my daughter. They kept continuing. She started doing her own brand. Okay. Got it? Yeah. She started to make her own brand called Hair Adorables. A lot of people started to like her. But Malibu started talking bad about Kaisha again. And she cried. And she told me, "Mama, why are they making fun of me again?" And it was hard on me. I was so far away, I couldn't tell her to stop making fun of my kid. I couldn't do Barbie Besties anymore because they kept bullying my kid. It hurt me bad. They would always say, try to get her eyes fixed. Why would they say that about her eyes? Her eyes were fine. That's just the way she came out when she was born. Her eyes are big like that. Yeah. And it was hard hearing that. So, we finally made the decision to let her go to let her go to public school. So will I, because I am her mom, and I don't want to be separated from her. And we ended up going to that school that we went to when I was 17. And Malibu kept torturing her. Kept saying, you're ugly, you're all that. And then she starts making fun of her for her hair, saying it's so frizzy. It's all this, it's all that. And that's when I decided to fight back with her. I told her, if she dared come near me or Kaisha, there would be a fight. And when they came, after Carson came, we fought. Malibu has gone down the rail. She stopped for a little bit. And that's when we did Life After Dream Besties. A few episodes. And then around the third episode, she starts. It tells everybody, the whole world, that Carson's brother was going to have a baby and he wasn't ready to tell that yet. No, he was not. He cried about it because he was not ready. And it's hard for me as a brother to take care of them and to also make sure that they're okay. So Malibu did that. Yes, Malibu did do that, and she continued to go after Kaisha. I mean, Teresa, she did apologize to Kaisha. We're still cool with each other. But it's hard to hear Malibu continue to talk about her. And then she went to my Christmas recital that I spent months on working. She showed up drunk and decided to try to fight me in the parking lot. And Trayshawn and Ebony were there, thank goodness. And then she continued to make fun of Kaisha, saying that she needs to get her body fixed, everything. She's fine the way she is. I'm gonna say that now. She's fine the way she is. Because I made her that way. Yeah. And finally, she left. She left. And when she did, she said, I live with no regrets, when she passed away. I mean, she should have regrets for bullying my daughter. Bullying, Carson's sister. Doing all that. And she gets away with it. She ends up saying she lives with no regrets. Like, what the hell is that about? Now, I don't know if my daughter's gonna be traumatized from all that bullying. But I should have stopped it, but I didn't know how. I didn't know how. Mattel was always going to protect Malibu. But I finally talked at the Doll Awards. I told them what they did. I told Kaisha's story, and everybody walked out at the Doll Awards. But it's like, why would you bully a 9-year-old who is so sweet, who would never do anything wrong? And you just bully her like that? I'm glad Malibu's gone. But I had to put that off my chest. Like, why it had to be this way. But I had people in my life who was good for Kaisha. Carson became her father. A father who actually cares about her. And we also have Zia, who is like a big sister to her. Also Renee. And Zia is Kaisha's godmom. but she acts like a big sister to Kaisha. So does Renee. And it was just hard going through that. It was hard going through all this stuff where Kaisha kept getting bullied and all that. And it was just hard. And Kaisha is the most sweetest girl. She loves her siblings. She loves them all. Even though she has a lot of siblings, I have to give you that. She does have a lot, but she loves them all. Yeah, and I love her. I love her as a father figure. When I saw her when she was born, she was the most prettiest girl I have ever seen. And she acts a lot like her mom. Yeah, she does act a lot like me. She has a little bit of spunk in her like me. But I decided to tell you Kaisha's story. She's doing a lot better now. So, I guess if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, all that, and we'll see you in the next one, which will be a lot more better than this one. I tell you now. Bye, guys. Bye.